My husband was diagnosed with brain cancer. My dad suffered a massive stroke, all within 4 days of each other, and they ended up on the same hospital floor an hour away from us. This is the shortened version. So Saturday, May 2nd, I get a call from the hospital asking if they have permission to put a breathing tube down my father's throat. And I was like, whoa, 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 what's going on? And they're like, there's no time to explain. We think he's suffering a stroke. Yes or no? And I was like, yes, do whatever you have to. He's 57 years old. Do it all. I get a call back. We're obviously on our way to the hospital, and they said, this is not looking great. You might want to call family and friends. I make those calls, which were the worst calls in the world, and we get there, and they're basically telling us to prepare ourselves. So we are there sleeping Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, and nothing's really changing. He still has the breathing tube in. He's not doing better. He's not doing worse. He's just stable. But Wednesday comes and nothing's new. So I tell my husband, Lino, I go, Lino, like, go home. There's nothing that you can do here. The dogs miss us. The house is probably a mess. We have to do laundry. Like, just go home, settle, hang out for a bit. You've been amazing. He goes home, and then he calls me around 3 o'clock, and he says, I don't want to stress you out, but I got the headache. And he's been getting these headaches for the last 2 months, a couple times a week, where he walks into the house and he gets like a headache and blurred vision, and then it goes away in 10 minutes. I thought we had mold in our house, so I was like, oh, we gotta get checked for mold. But I also kept telling him to get checked out. Listen. But he said this one was weird because he was walking and he tripped because he couldn't move his foot and he couldn't move his toes. And I was like, oh, okay, well, you go to the hospital and I'll meet you there. He goes to the hospital, I meet him there, and we're there all night, and he gets his CAT scan back, and they found a mass in his head. Our local hospital was like, we don't have the equipment here to do a biopsy to find out if it's cancerous or not, so we're gonna transfer you. So they transferred him to the same hospital on the same floor that my father was. They were like 50 feet apart. This was like Wednesday, and then he didn't get a brain biopsy. He was at the hospital until Monday, so he did his biopsy on Monday. We went home Wednesday. My dad is still stable. They keep trying to move him to step down, but his respiratory was horrible, so he's still in ICU. And we leave on Wednesday. On Thursday, his pathology results come back in my chart, and I send them to my friend because I have no idea about anything medical. And she called us, and she said, guys, I'd rather you hear from me. Love you, Meg. She goes, but it's cancer. Lost it, obviously. Fetal position, crying, screaming. It was a disaster. And Friday was his birthday. So kept trying to call doctors. It was late on Thursday, so no one was answering. No one was working. And then Friday morning comes, and I call everyone, and I'm like, someone needs to call us back because what's going on? His doctor calls, and he goes, I never give biopsy results over the phone. He's like, but you guys already know. Goes, yes, it's cancer. He said it's a low-grade glioma. They don't know what grade. They still don't know what grade after 2 months, but they don't know what grade, and that's all they really knew at this point. He went on the tumor board at this hospital, and they said they want to go in for another biopsy. So June 3rd, he was in for another biopsy. These ones still haven't really come back. It is an astrocytoma, which we learned. Still don't know the grade, which the treatment plan that the doctors want to put us on heavily relies on the grade, so we still don't have the grade. So they want to go in again, but this time they said there's a possibility they could get a good chunk out. They'll never be able to get all of it out where it is between the ventricles, but there is a possibility that they could get a lot of it out, which is good. So during this time, my dad somehow, incredibly, doctors are amazed at how well he's come. He's not great. He's cognitively, we don't really know where he's at. He's speaking so much better. He's trying to walk again. But he's in rehab, which is a miracle. No one thought he would make it this far. So incredible. As for my husband, we have a meeting with Dana-Farber in Boston this week, and we take it from there. So life sucks.